Good. Share our warpstone, and I will not eat you. Yet.
but we can always build more killbots.
Fish! Today's fish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal.
I will.
what's the plan then?
We're going to the Winchester.
The pub.
Yeah, boy!
Alex, show me the definition of buyer's remorse.
cow elves all the time. What are you lot on? What are you lot on? Every day defaults to Tomb King Tuesday. Hello everybody, how are we all doing? The spirit of Chris found the music. Yeah, I have to. So that usually happens. That usually happens because when I do the starting screen, it has the EVE Online music on it. But if the day before I had Armored Core music on, when I do a BRB, I have to turn the EVE Online off so that the Armored Core music comes through VLC, and then when I come to go live, I forget to turn it back up. Blah 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 blah. Thoughts on the MSG? What's MSG? Only minutes late. Perfectly on time. Teeny Tiny, how are you? Toby, hello. LG as well. Hello, Mr. LG Paints. How are you? Whiskey. We've got a Harumph. We've got a Shirato. We've got a Tobes. I'm sure I saw a Sophie. Where's Sophie? I'm muted. No, I'm not. Whilst I finish at work. Oh, I'm muted for you. So we can say everything we like about Toby. Whiskey. Did I see Sophie? I did see Sophie. Yeah, there we go. Brett's. No Brett's. I haven't got the. I haven't got the transfers. The transfers haven't arrived. I did do a very, very rapid. I wonder what that looks like. So that took about 5 minutes. So Brett's might be rather quick. Brett's might be rather quick. Yeah, so I did that just to kind of test and see if the scheme sort of, the idea in my head sort of worked. And it kind of does. It needs a little bit more kind of, like you've got some scratchiness down here for little bits of kind of like scratches and things. And then we need the cross on the shield, and then loads of dirt and loads of dirt and rust and things, and then the metal needs its highlight, but that's about it. It's reading as purple. It's reading as purple? I don't really have heckling time, but it's too tempting. What are you going to heckle me at? Monosodium glutamate sprues. Oh, monosodium glutamate. You're here. Hey, Sophie Soph. How are you doing? Mobile Suit Gundam. Oh, those ones. Yeah, they look good, didn't they? They look cool. Yeah, it's definitely not purple, by the way. This is definitely not purple. This is a very neutral, cold grey, if anything. Not cold, warm. A very neutral, just warm grey, if anything. It's tiny blue, yeah. Cold grey black, yeah. So it's actually called, which is really weird. Not that one. It's actually called dark blue grey. It's actually called dark blue grey. However, if you compare it to a black grey, it's actually a warm grey, just slightly warm grey. It's very weird, but yeah, there we go. Look, so it's actually just a touch. If you had your temperature slider and you just added like two or 3 points of warm to a kind of a neutral dark blue grey, kind of a neutral dark grey, then you would get this colour, which is quite nice. So yeah, anyway, there we go. Since 40k is tempting me, even though I don't have space, you should cough twice if it's worth waiting for the codex. Cough 3 times if it includes oh my god. I've told you this before, Shirata. I've told you this before for the Drakari. You can't go wrong with Drakari. Just buy the cool shit that you like. Drakari are awesome. Just finished playing Hangman with the Residents and finished up some paperwork before going home. Well, there you go. Harumph, how are you doing? Reads cold on screen. It looks alright though, doesn't it? It looks okay for literally that was 5 minutes. It had an airbrush highlight. I did some scratchy highlights and some edge highlighting, and then did the silver, and that was it. So yeah, I think that as a base And then once the transfers come, we'll put the transfer on. We'll probably highlight it one more. It probably needs one more highlight, and then do some dirt, and then that'll be it. So, and then of course, as we were saying yesterday, the heroes and the characters and things can have tiny little bits of red on them. So the further up the hierarchy they go. I don't know, putting together a Court of the Archon seems annoying, plus people are suspecting they might be legends. I don't know, Shirato. I'm not allowed to talk about anything, dude. It's all based on the 80s, mainly TV shows and music. What, Hangman? Not sure about your time perception. What's up with my time perception, Teeny? Oh, we should put some music on before we get shouted at. We're going to finish off these today. So we're gonna crack on and finish these off today. That's the plan. I did finish, well, not finish. I finished all the kind of the ground cover to this yesterday. So now we just need to add, and this is where it gets quite cool. Oh, I need to move that, and I can't show you that, so I can't bring that out. That needs to go there. That needs to go there. There we go. I've got green ones and brown ones of these. I've got some little leaves. I think they're ash seeds. What isn't? Be like Andy, break NDAs. No, I'm good, thanks. It's fun and entertaining. Needs vines. Yeah, I'll throw some vines on it at some point. It needs leaves more than vines. Also, build your Optimus Prime. My God, I've got so much to do. Give me a second to breathe, guys. No, I haven't built Optimus Prime yet. Optimus Prime is sat there, ready to be built, along with the Sazabi. I've got the Sazabi as well, plus 2 other boxes over there, which are insanely cool. So yeah, plus Wood Elves are coming on Friday. So yeah, it's all. It's fine. It's fine. And I've got an Amazon commission to do. I've got a Snotling commission to do. I've got the Emperor's Children commission to do. I've got a Big Dragon commission to do. So it's all on. It's all on. My nail polish is chipping. Yes, and yours on's. And the new. I didn't get the new. I didn't pop the new on the order. But I will get the new. I will get the new at some point. Well, I don't know whether you can say it's chipping, really. It's barely anything left on it. You need to learn the word no. For what? What do I need to learn the word no for? Who do I say what? For the commissions? I can't say no to commissions. Commissions are important. Also a trip to Brum at the weekend. Yeah, it's oh. And I've got 3D print orders to sort out. I've still got to print out the Mandalorian for Captain, because his cloak isn't printing out. And I had my Imperial Guard out today because we're doing after we were talking about that SAS squad. So I've got a kit here which I'm kind of toying around with like an SAS squad member, which should be quite fun. Yeah, so yeah, it's all sorts of cool stuff, and I've got homemade shortbread. Oh. 3D printers being poked at by customs, still haven't gotten yet here. Yeah, customs over there seems to be weird. Sometimes it's like a day. Imperial Guard Special Forces unit sounds interesting. Yeah, I wanted to do one. I was thinking about it. I think we talked about it on stream a while ago. Because I love my Imperial Guard. My Imperial Guard looked really cool, and I did every infantry squad had like a little bit of a unique take. So some of them all had caps on. Some of them all had helmets on. Some of them all had goggles on. Some of them were all the Krieg. I converted all the Krieg so that they could have Cadian heads, and that looked really cool. And I just want to do an SAS, like just a Special Forces SAS kind of unit. So that will be really cool once that gets done. For no apparent reason. Like there's going to be somebody in Twitch chat who will say, well, you can't do that because when you take it to a tournament, nobody will know what you're playing. Like, well, I don't give a shit. So that's my plan. And also using, so that was this is where the plan came from when the Genestealer cult. I think this was a kill team. Was this a kill team? I think this was a kill team, Genestealer cult kill team, and it had the Cadian squad sprue in it with Genestealer's cult weapon options and everything, and obviously you get like a really cool sniper rifle. So I was going to use that, and then like have 9 others or 8 others as a really cool little unique squad, and then the 10th would be like a servo skull or something. So that's the sniper. I'll probably snap those arms off and put them on a different body because I want one kneeling down, I think, for the sniper. But yeah, it was just something that was really fun. That would be really, really cool to kind of play around with. Right, we need black. Black is out here. Are you going to stretch out a heated sprue and a tiny blob of green stuff on the ear for a mic set? No. Sometimes things clear in minutes. Yeah. What do we think? That should be alright, shouldn't it? I might add little bits of red trim. I don't know whether to add red trim or I've got to paint the belt. Yeah, I don't think that's a million miles away from
Start wearing purple,
wearing purple. Hey, purples and the purple and the purple have arrived, and I primed him as well. So I got him primed. Although I kind of want to bend that hand.
For 24 years I've been living next door to Alice. Alice? Who the fuck is Alice?
Which metal colour did I use? It was that one. Burnt
Yes,
iron.
I'm a gatekeeper and a hater.
Oh, it's a
I'm
Tari!
also God's favourite princess.
It's
and
a
the
Tari.
most interesting girl in the world.
Tari, you're going to be dead excited by something I've painted today. You're going to be over the moon excited by something I painted today, Tari 2. Tari 2! Yeah, so it's just burnt iron. It needs a highlight, obviously, because it's still quite dull. So we will highlight like top of things. One thing that I'm kind of not learning but focusing on with Old World is just like the top third of models. Like this is the only bit that needs to be interesting, the top third of models. Did you paint miniatures in the same colour scheme as Tari's Royal Household Guard? Royal Household Guard? Ooh, no, I didn't. No, it looks pretty good. The decals will really help. Yes, yeah. So decals will go on the shield. Decals will go on the shield, and then it probably needs one more highlight. I'm going to put one more highlight just on like the top of the shoulders and some scratches on the shield. Put the cross on, chip away at it, and then add dirt. Yeah, we can do the dirt and stuff. What brand is the iron colour from? It's Vallejo. Vallejo.
All hail and Hubble Tari II, High Empress of all the stuff everywhere, ruler of all the castles ever built, painter extraordinaire, super duper mega extra nice person, and artillery Tari for Trench Crusade.
She
Fuck.
is.
Moo. Tongue.
She is the artillery Tari for Trench Crusade. The amazing Tari 2 is in the house. She's in the house. Yeah, how's everybody doing? How are we all? And yeah, we're using some black to glaze on the trim, and then we are also going to highlight the gold, and then that's it. They're done. Although we probably have to give that base another coat of the Scrag Brown as well. Probably have to give it another coat of Scrag Brown. Cheers, hard to tell brands with your habit of swapping things into parts. It's only these ones because these ones haven't got labels which I can transfer easily. So, for instance, there we go. For instance, when you get model colour stuff, you can peel it off. But the Vallejo metal colour comes in a pot that you can't peel the label off. Surely it's the Artillatari. Look at those lovely chickens. Chickens coming to roost. And then we've got that guy as well. I kind of wanna. I don't know. I need to plan the Chaos Army when I do one. Wiggle Snizzle! Mandarings, how are you, dude? How are you? I was just talking about you because I need to print your Mandalorian because he's not printing. The cape keeps failing on the Mandalorian. Well, I say keeps failing. It failed twice, and I've not put the newly corrected one on the printer yet. Right. Yeah. I also need a very quick way of painting the Imperial Guard as well, because I've now got 60. Have I got 60 Imperial Guard infantry? I think I've got 60. So once I've done like the SAS, that'll be 70. 35 streams. What, you've had 35 streams? Boom. Just curious on something. How would you feel if the warp was suddenly empty? If the warp was suddenly empty. How do you mean suddenly empty? Empty of what? Just of like chaos yuckiness, or just a void? Does the warp turn into a void? Tari, how's your day? How's your day doing? What? Right. Anyway, let's get some of this mixed up. That's a curious question. That is. It's a curious question. What if the warp was empty?
God fucking damn it, Christopher. Where is the fucking music?
Oh,
Fuck.
where's the music?
Moo. Tongue.
All right. I'll get the music on. Is it Olivia? Is it Armored Core or Eve today? I forget. All the Chaos Lord's demons gone, no longer alive. Woohoo! Awesome. Cool. No more chaos. That'd be cool. Means Eldar and Necrons can rule the galaxy.
Eve, you plank.
Eve? Is it Eve today? How do you know, Olivia? Do you have a little checkbox on your fridge that says today Chris uses yesterday Chris used Eve, today is Armored Core. I still need to record. I'd be sad. You'd be sad. Come on then. What would everybody else? Where is music? Would everybody else be sad if the warp suddenly emptied and there were no chaos? What did she say? Did she say it was Eve? I think she said it was Eve. There we go. I think she said it was Eve. I think she said it was Eve. Right. Let's put that there. The Skaven would need to find someone else to follow. Oh, yeah. They would, wouldn't they? Skaven would be like, shit. Now what do we do? Where would Demon Rust come from? It says if the warp suddenly empties, where does Demon Rust come from? Special Marine releases would be even more boring. Oh my god, they would, wouldn't they? Sorry, don't mean to spunk on people's yum. That sounds like one of those questions that you just drop into people's streams and just ask all the streamers. What would you do if the warp emptied? Who was it who used to come in? Somebody used to come in my streams and just ask like a random question every time she came in. I can't remember who it was. I would so mess with that guy. Wait, what guy? Tempting, but I'm not going to do that. Huntsman, how are you doing anyway? Finally free from work so I can torment Chris for an hour. An hour? Only an hour? I stream so that you can come and torment me for only an hour, Tobes. Unbelievable. Don't know why I bother. How's your day going, Huntsman? You've been alright. Tari, I can't be asked, just blocked his number. Tari 2, she's going to be very happy with me. Tari 2 is going to be very happy with me. Tari 2 is going to be very happy with me. But I can't tell her why. D&D night, and I had to work my compulsory day today thanks to bank holiday. I just did some quick prep on gunny guinea pigs. Gunny guinea pigs! I only asked because I've heard how the Doomslayer could just empty it, so I got curious and asked. The Doomslayer. The Doomslayer. Yeah, let's just empty the warp. Do do do. Do 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 do. I will tell Tari the second, Chris, why she should be happy with you. Why? How are you going to tell her? Which factions do you really like, Tari? Is Chris towing?
Christopher just painted a full army of Night Lords, just for you, Tari the second.
Olivia, that's a good guess. I do like my Night Lords. I do like my Night Lords. Should I do Night Lords in Horus Heresy 3? Should I do Night Lords in Horus Heresy 3.0? Nids and Night Lords mostly. Nids and Night Lords. I think Night Lords in Horus Heresy 3 would be cool. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. Are there any other not chapters, sorry, are there any other legions I should do for Horus Heresy? I do need to do the Saturnine as Raven Guard. I think the is it Mark II? I think the Mark II would look good with Night Lords. Actually, I think that would work. Alpha Legion's an interesting one. Like, I'm not entirely sure which way I'd go with Alpha Legion. There's too many kind of armor choices, and I can't decide which way to go with them. Whether I do like high contrast turquoise. Fuck's sake, Chris. High contrast turquoise. Like a turquoise blue purple shift like I did when we painted Alfarius. Metallic turquoise, metallic purpley bluey turquoise. Like all sorts. So yeah, I don't know which way I'd go with Alpha Legion. Alfarius did turn out looking quite cool.
If Christopher painted Tyranids, they'd not be Tyranids anymore, but rather Ultranids.
Ultranids? Why would they be called Ultranids? Because are they like ultra? We are the superior nids. I like my Tyranid colour scheme, by the way. I think my Tyranid colour scheme works quite well for the like 3 models that I've painted in it. For the very few models that I painted in it. Do-do-do. Shortbread. Shortbread is so good. Alpha Legion of Fun gave me a hand painting up 2,000 for a weekend event thing a few years back, and then you just went to word bearers. Do them imitating a different Legion with the paint chipping away to show their true Alpha Legion colours beneath, or a cool phasing effect. I don't like the cool phasing effect. The chipping away thing, the chipping away idea is quite cool. That's quite cool. Sophie, I'd like to see more Necrons painted. I should paint more Necrons. I should paint more Necrons at some point. When Games Workshop haven't annoyed me about my Necrons, I might paint some more Necrons. But at the moment, they're all up in the loft. Digital look at the funny pigs. They're cute. They're funny pigs? There are funny pigs? You're a political prisoner for my heartfelt beliefs on Night Lords. Wait, what? Salamanders because they're green. I've never seen the phase effect done where I like it either. Yeah, I don't Like, the other thing is, like, how do the Alpha Legion actually infiltrate? Do they infiltrate it by phasing their armor? Do they paint their armor? Like, I don't know how they infiltrate other legions. Somebody who's read an Alpha Legion book can tell me. How do Alpha Legion actually infiltrate? Because I didn't think they did it by changing their armor. I thought they just wore the other armor, sort of thing, like as you would, as any normal spy would, like kill the dude who's in the armor and nick his armor or something. I don't know. It's an image from the Bad Squiddo store. Wait, what was the Funny Pigs? Green is one true colour. Oh, hang on. Sorry, Mannerings, what did you put up? What are they? Fucking guinea pigs with an assault cannon on top. Amazing. Okay, what legion should Tari do for Horus Heresy? Okay, I'm going to consider this. And I'm going to try and give her the best answer I can, as I always do when I get asked questions on stream. Tari likes Night Lords. So you could either obviously suggest, the obvious ones to suggest would be Raven Guard, and
Today's fish is trout a la creme.
World
Enjoy your
Eaters.
meal.
I will. But I reckon Iron Hands is too dull. So Night Lords are what? I'm trying to think of a loyalist. I don't know whether a loyalist legion would be a particularly Atari thing. So maybe I should stick with traitors. It would be hilarious to suggest word bearers, but we're not going to do that because that would be the dickish thing to do. So I'm going to suggest, I'm actually going to suggest Death Guard. I reckon you'd do a really good Death Guard. There you go, Death Guard. Or Sons of Horus. However, Death Guard. My suggestion would be World Eaters, but maybe at some point when they become red and white. I quite like the white and blue. I would like to do like a Lunar Wolves. I think that would be a fun one to explore. I think pre-Heresy Death Guard are really interesting, because they had Garrow, didn't they? Death Guard. So yeah, I think Death Guard's an interesting one. I reckon Tari should go Death Guard. Sons of Horus would probably be in your top 3. I really like, and also the good thing about Sons of Horus as well is that you've got an absolute plethora of transfers to get hold of. So it's dead easy to get the transfers. I mean, it's dead easy to get the other transfers as well. You just get them from the web store, but they're like 15 quid each or whatever. And I do have a set for each of the legions, which I like. But yeah, I'm voting Death Guard with Sons of Horus as a close second. The Red Butchers are cool. Lunar Wolves would be cool. Like I don't know. I have to find my way into things, as I've been talking about with the old world at the recently as well. And I think finding your way in with Lunar Wolves would be quite cool, because you could explore quite a lot of that. Put your stamp on what that might look like. I really want to try and make Raven Guard work, so I've been reading the Raven Guard book that I think it was Spike. Was it Spike who told me which one it was, or Avian? Or maybe it was Sinister. About the Raven Guard, the Black Book, Forge World Black Book about Raven Guard. Which way are you leaning for your Legion, Tari, for Horus Heresy 3? Sally's because they love people and are the most friendly of Marines. No, I wouldn't do Salamanders. I would do Dark Angels. Give them all like really cool Crusader helmets. Yeah. Dark Angels at the bottom of the list after Word Bearers. Yeah, I quite like Dark Angels. Dark Angels I'd put a little bit higher. I don't know what my... I think rather than trying to list my tops, I think I would eliminate. I think I would eliminate first. I think I'd get an entire list. Shall we do it? I think I'd get an entire list of all the legions and eliminate first. And I'd probably do it that way to try and get the legion that I like the most. You could do Spurs as an excuse to have Word Bearers on the basis. I think I don't feel strongly enough about any of the legions to get into it, to be honest. And that's my thing as well, Tari. I really struggle. Like, I love the Night Lords. The Night Lords are really cool. And I really enjoyed the stories and the novels. Just a really weird way of trying to get into what the army would look like. Yeah, I think that's my thing. So I think I'm more likely just to do like one-off models here and there. I'll convert a really cool Space Marine or kit bash rather, not really convert. I'll kit bash a really cool Space Marine and paint it up as a Night Lord, and paint one up as a Sons of Horus and all that sort of shit. I think that's probably more like what I might do. That's probably more likely. I think my top 5 in no particular order are Sons of Horus, Lunar Wolves, Imperial Fist, World Eaters, Thousand Sons, Emperor's Children. I would swap World Eaters and Imperial Fists with Raven Guard and Night Lords. And that's probably a pretty good top 5. Now, question is, could I get Dark Angels in there? Right, I'm curious now. I'm curious. Let's do this. I am curious, particularly with the Horus Heresy hype and everything. I'm curious. I'm curious if Raven Guard are going to hold it. I need my $100. I need my $100 pencil. Right. Okay. Let's do this. So, let's write all of them down first. Should we do? Can we do them in? Can we do them in numerical order? We need to do them in numerical order, don't we? So, what's the first legion? The first legion is Dark Angels. Is that right? Just moving these out of the way so I can get this up. Okay. So first legion is Dark Angels. Second legion. Dark Angels. Second legion. Third is Emperor's Children. Is the second Raven Guard? Emperor's Children. There is no second legion, so the second legion is the redacted one. Okay. So second's redacted. Let Chris show us his knowledge or lack thereof. Fourth legion, I want to say Imperial Fists. I'm going to cheat. Iron Warriors is 4. Okay, Iron Warriors is 4. No, they haven't got anything interesting. Okay, so Iron Warriors is 4. Iron Warriors are quite cool. 5th. Shit, what's 5th? I'm removing chat's fun, sorry. Such a tourist. Nor 11th. Ah, it's the 11th, which is okay. White Scars? White Scars for 5th. Sixth. 6th is Night Lords, right? No. Because the Night Lords have an X in them. Sorry, I'll let you guess this. Guess first this time. When you say Iron Warriors, you like Silver and Boltgun. You either love it and hate it. Space Wolves. Space Wolves. Trying to remember Legion numbers. Yeah, we're trying to remember. I see you clicking. Puppies it is. Space Wolves. Okay, seventh. Seventh, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue what seventh is. Let's throw out a guess. Death Guard. Death Guard feels like a 7, right? Seventh is Imperial Fists. Everyone forgets the 7th. It's Angry Ron's boys. Wait, is it World Eaters or Fists? This is like Nerd Final Jeopardy. Imperial Fists. Fists is 7. Fists being 7th, it just sounds weird. Okay, Imperial Fists. Imperial Fists. 8 is... Fucking hell, this is hard. Listen to Tari, I was just guessing. Gene Stealer Cult. Gene Stealer Cult are not 8th. Night Lords? No, because Night Lords have got an X in. I've got a funny feeling Night Lords are 20. Aren't Night Lords XX? Wood Elves are 8th. I'm going through them all in my head. Wash your mouth out. What? No, it's Night Lords. The XX Legion. Taurus. Tobe's comment should give you a hint. Oh, is it Night Lords? Okay, it's Night Lords. Oh my god. I did not know that. So that's 8. Oh, that's why there's an X in it. It's 22X. Yeah, okay. Ah, now I know the next one. I know the next one because the next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next one is Blood Angels 9, right? It's V1, 2, 3. Yes, of course it is. And then this one is. That's definitely Blood Angels, right? In a Hellraiser kind of way. There we go, Chris gets one. Yes! Hey, I've got 2. I've got 2, thank you very much. I got Dark Angels and Blood Angels, thank you very much. Okay, so the 10th... Oh shit, I've got a clue on the 10th. Iron Warriors. Oh, actually, have we had the Iron Warriors? We've had Iron Warriors. Iron Hands. 10th is easy. Iron Hands. Boom. Why is 10th easy? 11th. One of these is going to be Word Bearers. You've already put Iron Warriors. Iron 10th. 11th. Oh, so 11th is that one. 11th is the expunged one. 12. 12 Word Bearers is easy. Word Bearers will be like 13 or something. What's 12? World Eaters is 12. Okay, so it is World Eaters. Uh, 11. We've got 7. We've got 6. We've got 5. We've got 4. We've got 3. We've got 2. And we've got 1. Okay, so this is now 13th. 13th Legion. 13th Legion is Death Guard. 13th Legion is Death Guard. Oh, it's Chris's favourite. Those Ultramarines. Fuck's sake. Where are... Oh, Ultramarines. Where are Death Guard? Where are Death Guard? I don't know what I was doing then. I need to rub that out. Where's my rubber? Oh, I've just knocked all the Bretonians off. There's my rubber. Oh no, ruined it all. Okay, 14. Where are Death Guard? Oh, Sophie said Death Guard and X, so it's Death Guard and X. Okay, cool. This is dead easy. Sophie just gives me the answers. Okay, 15. What have we got left? We've got probably the Plague Planet, the Glorious 13th, the finest of the legions. You definitely got that wrong on person. Okay. What are we missing? What are we missing? We're missing Word Bearers. Word Bearers aren't going to be 15. Emperor's Children, Night Lords, Raven Guard are not 15. Raven Guard aren't 15, are they? Is that Sons of Horus? Because Chris is a Taurus. See, but I actually know more than Chris on something for a change. He needs a hint. I've got Ravens, Sons, Thousand Sons, Alpha and Word Bearers. Thousand Sons. Thousand Sons was against... No, it's not Thousand Sons. I reckon Alpha. I reckon Alpha. Alpha Legion. That looks like an Alpha Legion. Alpha Legions? Oh, and Salamanders. Alpha Legion. Oh, bollocks. It is Thousand Sons. Bollocks. Okay. Okay, 16th. 16th's got to be Death Guard. 16th's got to be Death Guard, for God's sake. They're all Death Guard. Got to be Death Guard. Have we had Death Guard yet? We haven't had Death Guard. Death Guard. Look at my list. We've not had Death Guard. Oh, we've got Death Guard over there. Bollocks. Alpha Legion, Word Bearers. That was Thousand Sons. So this is 14, which is Word Bearers. Oh God, it's Word Bearers, isn't it? It's Word Bearers. This is bordering on painful. Quite so. Sons of Horus. Okay. XVII, XVII. Raven Guard. Sons of Horus. Raven Guard, Sons of Horus. Sons of Horus we've just had. Alpha Legion, Word Bearers, Salamanders. Oh no, there's Salamanders. Shit. Salamanders. Oh, there are a bunch of losers, so that's Word Bearers. Word Bearers. So that's 17. Uh, 18 is Raven Guard. Hang on, no it's not. 18 is Salamanders. 18 Salamanders. Salamanders. Loud buzzing sound. Bollocks! Did you just know me? Salamanders. Yes. And then we've got Alpha Legion is 19th. Alpha Legion is 19th. Alpha Legion is 19th. No! Really? Raven Guard? Bollocks. I was convinced Raven Guard were XX. Alpha Legion. That's like 2 right and 1 was a guess. No, I got Blood Angels and Dark Angels both right. Thank you very much. That's 2. Neither of those were guesses. I knew those 2. XX is double cross. Now you have to rank them. Alpha Legion is 20. No, Word Bearers is 20, right? Word Bearers is 20. The expunged one is 19th, and the redacted one is 18th. Okay, we gave you double cross. Cheers, thought he already. Yeah, I know. Okay. Salamanders feel like a 19th. Oh, Salamander's more boring than Ultramarines. That's harsh on Sally's. I know it is a little bit, isn't it? It is a little bit. I think. Oh, so hang on. Right, what have we got competing for like the bottom 5? The bottom 5. We've got Ultramarines because they're bull. They're dull. They're dull. Sorry. Word Bearers. Iron Hands. Sorry, Salamanders. Imperial Fists? Are Imperial Fists more interesting to me than like World Eaters or something? And Imp Fists. So, the most boring of all of those. I mean, Word Bearers are actually not that boring, are they? So, Ultramarines go 20th. Where are Ultramarines? Ultramarines go 20th. Iron Hands. Where are Iron Hands? Iron Hands go 19th. Although I suppose you should probably do. Oh god, I need a. Is that one a better rubber? Yes, that's a better rubber. There we go. Okay, so the redacted one is 20th, the expunged one is 19th because being expunged is more interesting than being redacted. So Ultramarines are 18th, Iron Hands are 17th, Salamanders or Imperial Fists? Imperial Fists are 16th. Nobody tell Valrak. Ha! Salamanders are 15th. Word Bearers are 14th because they've got some sort of traitorous stuff going on. Alpha Legion are 13th. Iron Warriors are 12th. White Scars are 11th. World Eaters 10th. Death Guard 9th. Sons of Horus. Space Wolves. 8th. 7th. 6th. So our top 5 are Dark Angels, Emperor's Children, Night Lords, Thousand Sons and Raven Guard. Okay, that's quite interesting. Bonus points if you can name their worlds. And how can you not love the banner fight in Space Marine 2? I've never played Space Marine 2. If you can name 5 without Googling, I'll be impressed. I'll come back to that. Deliverance is the Raven Guard one. Or their second founding chapters. I'm not. No. I'll fight you on that. Ultramarines are badass in 30k. Everybody says that. Everybody says Ultramarines are really interesting in 30k. Am I the only one who actually likes Ultramarines? They are neat. Omega are better. That's harsh on Sally's. Word bearers hate the Ultramarines, so you might as well. Word bearers are higher ranked than Ultramarines. Ultramarines are 18th. Word bearers are 14th. Right. Okay. So we're down to 6th. 6th is Blood Angels. 5th, I think, is probably Dark Angels. They are really interesting. Fifth, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Done it. Boom! There we go. They got crushed on Calth, then kind of sat around waiting to see who'd win if they could side with them. There we go. I don't think that's too bad. I think that's pretty good. Night Lords are the second most interesting legion. Thousand Sons, 5th most interesting. I believe I did a lot of defending. It's not bad. It's not what I choose, but I don't hate it. What would we be swapping out? What would chat swap around? Who was it? Was it Harumph who would like put Ultramarines right up there at like 2nd place or something? What's even interesting about Thousand Sons though, really? I've chained most of them. Go for it, Tobes. Which way would you go? I mean, this is my view of literally knowing very, very little about Horus Heresy and you guys educating me and telling me all about the stuff. Don't know all the cool. Thousand Sons. You have Alpha Legion criminally low. Yeah, 13th for Alpha Legion. That is a little bit. I could probably swap Alpha Legion for something else, like Space Wolves or something. Let me write them down on a notepad and I'll get back to you. Do it. Alpha Legion are a bitch to paint. No. I can't decide how to paint Alpha Legion, which is probably the thing for me. I can't decide which direction to go. White Scars are the coolest. Still think Ultramarines are cool though. That's fine, Harumph. That's absolutely fine. Most interesting are Drakari, Nids, Quins, Orcs, Eldar, Alpha Legion has multiple paint schemes, so yes, they are more interesting than that. I don't know anything about Horus Heresy either, Harumph. Sandcastles. Brilliant. I'll write mine down. Yeah, do it, Tari. I'm really curious now. Everybody rate their. And then once you've written them out, just tell me your bottom 5 and your top 5. Obviously, you've got 20 and 19 being the two other ones. Because you have to have them in context. That's why I was quite interested to scribble it down. So in that case, that means I should be doing Emperor's Children for Horus Heresy. White Scars are awesome, it's true. The Khan is a character, is just awesome. That is true. Where did I put White Scars? White Scars are 11th. That's pretty good. I put them 11th anyway. I'd probably put Blood Angels. Blood Angels are 6th. I mean, that's about right. I'm guessing everybody's going to be a little bit kind of grumpy about that. Night Lords and Raven Guard being 3rd and 2nd. The game needs the Ragnar and the answers to the 2nd and the 11th chapters. Do you think we'll ever get hints at the 2nd and the 11th? Who doesn't like Mongolian throat singing while you cleave your enemies in two? White Scars have to be on foot though. Yeah, I kind of hope not as well. I don't mind like little hints. I don't mind like little things like like because wasn't one of them supposed to have, wasn't one of them hinted at being a virus or something? Maybe with some squires with coconuts behind them. I'm curious where everybody would put Dark Angels. Dark Angels seems to be a pretty divisive one. Dark Angels seems to be a particularly divisive one. I don't think Salamanders being 15th is particularly cruel. Ranked in what context though? Oh, this is just like where I think, like this is how cool I think the chapters are in my head of not knowing much about all of them. Having read like about 12 Horus Heresy books. Middle of I'm being serious for Dark Angels. I've never been bothered with Dark Angels. I couldn't get past that holier than thou attitude. They're not chapters. What, these ones? These ones are the legions, if you're talking legions. If that's what you mean. Legiones. Yeah, anyway, I want to see like everybody do their ranking of literally all it is how cool you think the chapters are. Rank your chapters and stick your top 5 and your bottom 5 in chat and put your whole list in Discord. I realised when writing this out that Iron Hands and Iron Warriors are just the same chapters and equally dull, and you can't convince me otherwise. Yeah, exactly. Like it became very, very difficult. I don't know why Iron Warriors got to 12 actually. I think Iron Warriors got to 12 because they had the they've got the Techno Virus, which makes them slightly more interesting than Iron Hands, and slightly less interesting than White Scars. World Eaters being 10 is maybe a little high. No, I don't mind that. No, I don't mind that. That's fine. Ultramarines being dull as shit. Death Guard being 9. Yeah, no, I think that's about right. They're okay, but I don't think Space Marines are any better than others. Oh, Sophie is so sitting on the fence. She's got splinters on her thighs. 30k armies. Yeah, just all the chapters, legions, whatever. Iron Hands are more similar to salamanders. Oh, here we go. Toby's top 5. Is this in no particular order? Word Bearers, Alpha Legion, Salamanders, Iron Warriors, Death Guard, bottom 5, Night Lords, Raven Guard, Imperial Fists, Blood Angels, Space Wolves. Toby hates the Space Wolves. Word Bearers more like Worse Bearers. Technically in order, but some are closer than others. That's cool, Tobes. Stick your whole list in Discord. Everybody stick your whole list in... If we got a Horus Heresy section in Discord. Do we have... I think we have. Did I remove it? I removed it. Yeah, just throw it in... throw them in Stream Gallery, actually. Stick them up in Stream Gallery. Ooh. Ooh. Speaking of Dark Angels. Yeah, throw your lists in the Stream Gallery. The Inquisition removed it. It was heretical. Oh, Avian, have you posted yours? Hang on. Oh, Target's posted his as well. Where's yours, Avian? So Target's is Ultramarines, Dark Angels, White Scars, Alpha Legion, Raven Guard. Where's yours, Avian? Alpha Legion, Dark Angels, Word Bearers, Death Guard, Iron Hands. Oh! This exercise has further reinforced that I have zero interest in Horus Heresy. That's good, Teeny Tiny. That's really good. I'm glad I'm here for you. Just in case there was any doubt. No, that's really, really cool. Bloody furries. Skaven are 1 to 19. Everything else Games Workshop created is 20. Oh, hang on. What did Tari put? Tari put something. Oh, just realised the Iron Hands and Iron Warriors. Clan Eshin is better. What's your favourite clan? Clan Eshin is clearly the best, right? I really didn't think about that much, as a lot of the middle ones are about the same in my head. Purpley's getting confused now because she's not in chat. Eshin or Skyra, but I don't stick to any of them. What is that list? Purples, we are making a list of ranking all the legions. Where does Legion of the Damned sit? Oh, Legion of the Damned is probably 0 right at the top, right? Legion of the Damned is proper badass cool. So what we were trying to do, Purples, is we were trying to get our... I think it started with Tari. Tari asked me to pick what legion she should do in Horus Heresy. And then I was like, well, what actually is the top 5? And to do the top 5, to get to your top 5, you have to go and eliminate 15. It's probably the best way of kind of going about it. And then that descended into actually ranking all of them. So Purples, if you want to rank your own and then give us your top 5 and your bottom 5, then by all means do it. Yeah, Legion of the Damned are probably top. I did my list 1 to 18. It's silly to include 2 legions we literally know nothing about. Oh, God. All right, Tobes. All right. Well, unfortunately, Toby, I had all 20 listed down here. So if I didn't put 20 and 19 as like the expunged and the redacted ones, then there'd be gaps, and then it wouldn't match, and it wouldn't look neat. Which has more weight? Painting the models or Lore of the Legion? What, in terms of ranking? Oh, hang on. Purple's got a very quick top 5. Blood Angels, Salamanders, Emperor's Children, Thousand Sons, and Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors up there for Purples. If it helps, you can change Night Lords to 20 and put the others in 18 and 19. I would change my chosen legions because mine was painting. That's absolutely fine, Avian. You can like, it's your ranking. Wonder who those legions are that have been removed. I like purples for painting for sure. Emperor's Children for painting are definitely really fun. Bottom 5: World Eaters, Smurfs, Imperial Fists, Word Bearers, and Sons of Horus. Sons of Horus are low? Wow! I put Sons of Horus quite high. Sons of Horus got to 7. World Eaters, I put World Eaters quite high as well. I think World Eaters are quite cool. They're 10th. Imperial Fists are dog shit. They're dull as anything. Sorry, Valrak. I should probably take a photo of this and put it on something. Okay, so 1 is Night Lords, 2 Sons of Horus, 3 is Emperor's Children, 4 is Thousand Suns, and 5 is Imperial Fists. I mean, if they were still Lunar Wolves, I'd class them higher, but Sons of Horus can jump in an active volcano in the galaxy. Is that adding to Olivia's list again? Good choices, I think. I find it interesting the Imperial Fists are so high, Tari. Night Lords, did Night Lords get to 2 or 3? Yeah, Night Lords are 2, Emperor's Children are 1. Yeah, I really like Emperor's Children. I think the Emperor's Children, the constant strive for perfection for Emperor's Children is just a really fascinating. Oh, here we go. 14 is Iron Warriors, 15 is Alpha Legion. Another person who thinks the Alpha Legion is quite low. 16 is Space Wolves. 17th is Word Bearers, and 18th is Dark Angels. He's definitely a Lunar Wolf. I swear Tari just flipped my list and swapped a couple. You like the yellow, and I kind of want to paint them. The Imperial Fist one is interesting because yellow is really easy to paint. And it would look really cool. I'll flip your list, Hoves. At heart for sure. Imperial Fists have a fair bit of black with their Templar brethren. Just do the opposite of Tobes is a pretty good rule of thumb. Yeah, I mean, if you want to like succeed at life and be awesome and like everybody love you and stuff, just do the exact opposite of Toby's advice. Right. Okay. Should we get some painting done after we've just remade? How many like famous 40k chapters are there? We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do 40k ones as well. Just going to clip this to show my therapist when they ask why I have low self-esteem. Tobes, you're awesome. Shut up. There's one interesting 40k chapter. Raven Guard. So bottom 5. So hang on, where's Purple's top 5? Purple's top 5. Purple's, where's your top 5 gone? You've already done the bottom 5. Have you changed your list, Purples? Word bearers, Sons of Horus. Wow, Purples doesn't hate word bearers anymore. So bottom 5 for Purples are World Eaters, Smurfs, Imperial Fist, Wolfie Wolves, and Sons of Horus. Fun fact, my Alpha Legion have dead Raven Guard on their bases. I also realised that ranking change when they become 40k chapters Chaos Marine. Oh, okay. I changed remove word bearers and replaced with the woo-woos. Like Sallies and Ultramarines are better in 40k than in 30k. Size of the Emperors are the coolest of the chapters. Size of the Emperors are pretty damn cool. People made me laugh with the woof. Size of the Emperor are pretty cool. There's the Raven Guard chapter. There's the Raven Guard one. The Grim Reaper Raven Guard chapter. That's quite cool as well. I am a little sad that World Eaters are in your bottom 5, Purples. Okay, top 5 for Sophie is Ultramarines, Space Wolves, Imperial Fist, Thousand Suns, and Death Guard. That's an interesting 5. Bottom 5 for Sophie is Alpha Legion, Raven Guard, Iron Warriors, WS, White Scars, and Word Bearers. Lamenters because they get shit on in Universe. We should average out everybody's lists and then have the ultimate list. Although Taris and Tobes just just cancel each other out. You mean the universe shits on Lamenters? Clearly, ignore that. I read it wrong. Bottom 5 is Alpha Legion, Raven Guard, Iron Warriors, White Scars, and Word Bearers. Lamenters are the only Blood Angels chapter I like, though I'd never attempt that scheme. I like the Flesh Tearers. Angels Sanguine are nice too. Tari Topes put his in general. Where are the lists in Discord? Stream Gallery. Put your lists in the Stream Gallery. Oh, look at Target. Oh, do we need to do that? Do we need to do this? Do we actually need to do a tier list? That's cool. I hadn't thought about doing that. So Mannering's top is Alpha Legion. Somebody's got to sell me on Alpha Legion because there's Alpha Legion at the top. There's Alpha Legion quite high on a lot of people. What's happened to number 5? Alpha Legion, Thousand Suns, Space Wolves, and Night Lords. Should add a lot of my opinions have been influenced by disliking people that collect a faction rather than factions themselves. Nobody here, don't worry. Oh, is number 5 redacted? I really like split schemes on Marines, though. I really like split schemes on Marines. I do really like split schemes on Marines. I tried to do it on my Dark Pharaons. Because I did that dark kind of turquoisey green and then silver chest plates. You also hate Dark Angels and the Wolfie Wolves. I pressed enter too early. Night Lords and Flesh Tearers I dislike due to someone War Masters will have met. Oh, I'm sorry you don't like Night Lords, because Night Lords are awesome. I need to look at your list again now. Tobes, refresh. Okay, so Mannerings, Top 5 Alpha Legion 1000 Suns. I've never done a tier list. I should do a tier list. Alpha Legion 1000 Suns, Space Wolves, Night Lords, and Death Guard. See, I do like Death Guard. I think Death Guard get really interesting quite a lot. Space Wolves. What? Okay, here's a different question. What is the most interesting loyalist chapter? What's everybody's most interesting loyalist chapter? The bottom 5 for Mana Rings is Dark Angels. Everybody hates Dark Angels. Iron Warriors, Iron Hands, Imperial Fists, and Ultramarines. Ultramarines being 20 is just like, that's just obvious. I have and painted a Forge World Dreadnought. Just in the time I'm off. Oh, Tobes is going. Bye. It's also fun to whine at people about Night Lords, so I've kept it going. See you, Tobes. Have a good one, dude. Awesome. Right, yes, and also we've got this one here. What is this? Started a spectator area. Looks awful right now as I'm working on the frame. It's my first time scratch building with matchsticks. Awesome. A spectator area. And then Avian is actually doing a Dark Angel. Blood Angels are my lowest ranked in 40k. Boring emo vampire kids. When you read the stuff between Jagatai Khan and Mortarion, it's superb. I wish I could listen to audiobooks. I just. Oh, here we go. Tari. Night Lord's top. Sons of Horror / Lunar Wolves second. Emperor's Children, 1000 Suns, Imperial Fists, White Scars, Death Guard. Death Guard, I think Death Guard on average are averaging really high on everybody's list. Salamanders, World Eaters, Ultramarines. Ultramarines are far too high. Iron Hands, Iron Warriors are the same chapter. Alpha Legion, Wolves. That's quite low for Wolves as well. It's you and Purples have got a thing against the Wolves. Word Bearers, and then Dark Angels. Death Guard is dull. We get it, you're mouldy. Blood Angels are my lowest ranked in 40k. Yeah, so what's everybody's favourite loyalist chapter? Legion. So everybody's favourite loyalist Legion? Because I think mine's Raven Guard. In fact, where is Raven Guard in here? Tari's Forgotten Raven Guard. Tari's Forgotten Raven Guard. Sophie's favourite is Ultramarines. Oh, that's because Ultramarines were the top of Sophie's list straight out. Tari's Forgotten Raven Guard. It's alright, Tari, just put them up here with Night Lords. Is Dark Angels loyalist? Yes. Not Fists and Scar because painting yellow and white is terrible. I think Wolves' writing was fairly pants from what I've read. Dark Angels, they are the competent assholes of the universe. Real tie between Ultras and White Scars. Oh, you're going to hate this. Oh, it's not down here, is it? Are you putting Ravens up? Ravens are underneath the Ultras? I'm sorry, everybody. I don't think Tari can be a moderator anymore in this channel. Salamanders because they're Salamanders because they're green. Yeah, it's a simple live, Ali. Tari, don't cry. You did say what you say. So Raven Guard is low. Not find them interesting then, Tari. Is it they're starting to lean a little bit too much on the emo side when they're getting represented in stuff? All hail Tari. All hail Tari the Second, the Empress of everybody. Okay. Yeah, we should definitely do one of these. That would be hilarious. Have you got Target? Have you still got the website link to this? Because you can can you save that and send it to me? Does that work like that? I can't remember. Ravens are like diet Night Lords. Night Lords are pretty cool. I'm gonna do some Night Lord. I will paint because I painted when Horus Heresy came out. I painted Night Lords, Emperor's Children, World Eaters. So I did those 3 when Horus Heresy came out last time. This time I will do Night Lords, Raven Guard, Emperor's Children. I think I'll do Night Lords, Raven Guard, Emperor's Children this time. Because the Raven Guard I want to do a Saturnine Terminator in Raven Guard because I think that'll be hilarious. Raven Guard don't really skin children, which is their favourite pastime. Favourite pastime. That's cool. Right, and also, we're not clicking on that one. Let's go and have a look at some Puscats as well. So, if you want your potato... if you want your potato fix, come into the Furry Puscats. What is he... So that's your wife's monitor. He just like flops out in the window. Brilliant. Hello, you was looking at me. Hi. He's too cute. Raven Guard are kind of boring, aren't they? Oh my word. Hi, my name is Tato and I'm awesome. Great, now I'm looking at Space Marines that I 100% don't need to want the file page. I'm sorry, Spike. Sorry, Spike. Look at that. Look at that. I love the aesthetic and the writing and general theme of plans within plans is my sort of thing. I need to read some Alpha Legion books because I think you're probably right, Mannerings. I think they would really appeal to me if I read something. Oh my word. Hi. Stop posting feet. Guys, don't include your feet in pictures. I'm going to get in trouble on Twitch. Hi. Really cool. What are Raven Guard? You have to check the pics in sequence. You'll see that Poe is gliding on the ground. Poe is gliding on the ground. Where's Poe? Dink. Dink. Amazing. Amazing. So yeah, and everybody's list, throw their lists in. Did you say that Toby had put his in general for some reason? No. Stream gallery. Yeah. There are a few newer books for Alpha Legion. No, I was mistaken. Okay. There are Sons of Crow. Okay. Awesome. 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 Right. Purples. We need gold highlights. I'm out of tea. I'm out of tea. I am out of tea. I am out of tea. I am out of tea. And we also need to put a 0. The Raven Guard need their basic unit called a Murder and the ability to do so. The Raven Guard need a Murder of Crows. Trying to do this every time I put them away. It's not the best bit of soap, but at least it's a little bit of soap. Right, we need. Is it Peridot? Was it Peridot or it wasn't Amber? Was it Moonstone? It was Peridot, wasn't it? Citrine. Corvus Corax literally translates to Crow Crow. Find it hilarious. Like Ferrus Manus literally translates to Iron Hand. But then there would be Crow Guard, and it's not the same bird. The Raven Guard need their basic unit called a Murder. Okay. Focus the camera. I'm sorry.
Focus! Focus!
There we go. Thank you. That was because we had focused in on the notepad when we were writing the tier list. Thank you. And also get your head out of the way. Yeah, I'm on it. Froz, any ideas on how you convert up some mutated beastmen to be like Chaos Warrior Forsaken, i.e. mutated and grubby? Trying to think how using it should be possible before I resort to printing. I would get some of the old Chaos Warriors and give them, cut up some beastmen heads and stuff, and have the beastmen heads coming out of, beastmen heads and arms and things coming out of the armour. I would probably do it that way. Thank you very much, Oysters. Been playing Tacticus a lot on my phone, and now I want to start painting again. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Sounds like a good idea. Is Tacticus any good? Well, clearly it is if you've been playing it. I keep getting sponsorship messages from Tacticus saying, "Hey, if you shout out Tacticus, we'll give you £50 or something." I'm like, that would be great, but like, I don't think the people who watch my stream would take me seriously if I said, "Hey, I've been playing Tacticus for the last week, and it's brilliant." Maybe you don't need to. No, I want you to shout out Tacticus. We would know that was a lie. They need to be unarmoured. Oh. How do you do Forsaken, like, jacked up beastmen?
We just call you a fucking nerd, Christopher, which we already do anyway.
Wait, so I should take that sponsorship deal and then just say, "Hey guys, click this link and call me a nerd." No warning, just scream Tacticus! I think from what I kind of read between the lines kind of thing, they give you a bit of like a suggested script. So you have to hit some beats. Tacticus! Probably doesn't cut it. I'm not saying Tacticus, because if I say that word, I'm basically saying it for free. There you go, perps. I imagine so is everybody that is sponsored by the sounds of exactly the same. People will just share the code without watching you. And they get a few free stuff. What's the other one? I should go through. I'll read you out. Maybe I should do that. I'll read out some of my sponsor requests.
Good fucking job, Christopher, doing free advertisement, when I keep telling you to not forget your personal advertising.
Oh yes, yeah. Okay, so actually, let's do some actual advertising that's actually going to benefit me. So, supporting my stream. Obviously, thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out and watching and chatting away in Twitch chat, because that in of itself is a huge help. Obviously, Games Workshop send me models to review. So there is my YouTube channel where I do all the kit reviews. So if you want to subscribe to that YouTube channel and then leave comments and stuff whenever I whenever I put videos up, that would be awesome. Oysters, thank you very much for the follow. So that's the first easy way that you can support beyond just watching the stream. If you grab your Warhammer models and you're in the UK, you can use Element Games or Griffin Games, which are my two affiliates. One is slightly further north in the country, so Element Games is slightly further north. If you're up north, then the shipping is nice and quick if you're up north. And then if you're further south, then a lot of people that I know down south use Griffin Gaming as well. So you can do !Griffin in chat to do that one. Griffin Gaming gives you 5% off your basket, so you get all your stuff even cheaper, which is really good. Whereas Element Games, there's a code in that link as well. If you use that code at checkout, you get double your loyalty points, so that then when you go and buy stuff again, then you can get more money off, basically. So if you want to grab either your paints, Element Games now do Gundam kits as well. So if you get your Gundam kits, you can grab those from Element Games. So if you grab your paints, hobby tools, pre-orders, Warhammer pre-orders and things like that, then if you could use Element Games or Griffin Gaming, that's a huge help to me. That's a massive help. Helps me out more than you guys know. You can drop me a message in Discord if you want a commission doing. This is a commission that we're doing for Purple Spark at the moment. She's having an entire Emperor's Children army, which we are very, very slowly painting up for us. So if you would like a commission, then drop me a message in Discord and we can sort you out a quote and get that all sorted. Or finally, well, not finally actually, or you can grab some of the brushes that I use. So !brush will take you to the Artis Opus section in Element Games. I tend to use a size 1 and a size 00 a lot on the Series S, and then I'm also trying to get a size 4 because I quite like a large one for when I'm doing larger surfaces and things. Or you can get a complete set. So you can get a complete set like this, which is really, really nice. So you can do either of those on the link. You get 5 brushes plus a little bit of soap. I'm hoping in the future that I'll have my own like little signature series with my favourite brushes in there, which would be quite good. So you'll be able to get like a 2, a 00, maybe a size 4 and things like that. So that'd be quite good, but that's not available just yet. If you want anything, if you want to try a wet palette, you can do !Redgrass, and that will take you to the Redgrass page where you can grab one of the best wet palettes for model painting on the market, the Redgrass one, along with their clippers, which without having to spend £60 on the God Hand ones are probably the best clippers you can get out there as well. And then finally, if you do !3D, that takes you to my web store where you can get some 3D prints of various things. So some busts, some Shatterpoint Star Wars things, some models for fantasy football, tabletop fantasy football and things like that. So there we go. That's all the links and all the ways in which you can help my stream. Also, any of those affiliate links, if you shop there a lot, if you have cookies enabled, and you just click yes, accept or whatever, then it will remember if you just click on those links. So you don't have to kind of keep clicking on them. But for instance, a couple of my friends who do shop at Element Games have just set their Element Games on their bookmark to my link, which is a huge help. So you can do that as well. So yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, everybody. That's a little, probably a little bit more of a beneficial shout out than me doing a sponsored stream. And there's my Amazon. Yeah, there's my Amazon wish list as well. There is an Amazon link. The Amazon one's a bit of a pain. Basically, if you grab anything from Amazon, I can send you my affiliate link to it. If you go onto my YouTube videos, I try and put all the tools and things that I use on the videos and on stream. I try and put them all in the YouTube description. So any of those links in there are all my affiliate links for Amazon as well. So if you ever grab anything from Amazon, if you use one of those links, or if you set one of those links to your Amazon homepage, that sort of helps. But Amazon are, it takes me a long time to kind of build up the affiliate money through Amazon, but it does help. Again, hey Alfred, how are you doing? Alfredo. So yeah, that's all. That's everything, I think. It took forever to remember things. Yeah, you can get big sets too. You can get big sets. Yeah, the brushes are fantastic. Honestly, like I'm really picky with my brushes, and I've been using DaVinci for a long time. And then just recently, Artis Opus said that they would sponsor and sent me out three sets of all their brushes, and they are even better than the DaVinci ones. So I'm very happy. They're incredible. So the next model that you will see posted out on social medias and stuff is one that I've used with the Artis Opus stuff. So you paint all kinds of miniatures, just mostly Warhammer. I paint all sorts of minis. Yeah, I've got some large scale stuff to do as well at some point. Alfred, how are you today? Thanks very much for all the links, everybody. That's really kind of you all. Shatterpoint, yeah, I do like the Shatterpoint stuff. The Shatterpoint stuff is really interesting. Historicals, Gundams, yeah. I mean, it's not really historicals. It's not really historicals. But I'm kind of tempted. Well, I'm not tempted. I do want to get the that test. Was it Test of Honor? The Samurai Test of Honor. I want to get that rulebook and see what that entails. I have an idea for my Emperor's Children Army pauldrons. They will be painted white, and I will glaze fluo green and pink. Fluo green and pink on the white pauldrons. Wow. I want to see that, Alfredo. I assume you have done busts. I have done some busts, yes. All my busts are in the other room. All my busts are in the other room. I do have some busts coming, actually. Do you want to see the busts coming that I've got? Do you want to see the busts? The busts I have got coming. They are the... Where are they? There it is. I think I can show you this. There it is. That one? Why can't I find the pledge manager? I can't find it. Was it that one? No, it's not that one either. Oh, I can't find it. Anyway, I've got the... Oh, there it is. Is that it? There we go. There we go. Right, I've got them. Okay, so I've got so this is the Cult of Paint stuff. So I've got, where is it? I've got her coming because she's cool as hell. You posted your tier list. Ooh, giggles busts. Tari likes busts because she giggles at busts. For Saturnine, I think Blood Angels versus Emperor's Children is a good idea. The true most beautiful Primarch, my board sanguineers, versus the one who wishes he was the most beautiful boy, Fulgrim. The Kickstarter's finished, Hargrim. It finished ages ago. It finished in December. So I've got this one coming. These are being delivered like next month. I shouted out. I'm really sorry, dude. I shouted out about these on stream like pretty much all the way through December. So I've got her coming. So that's the model. That's the bust. There's also that, but so that's the bust I'll probably paint and put her mask on because she looks awesome. And then I've also added that. So Rich painted this one. This is the Wood Elf. The Wood Elf from their previous Kickstarter, which is really cool. So yeah, I've got this one. I've got this one coming as well. Hargrim, I can try and send you. Hang on, let me turn this off and see if I can get some like weird late pledge manager or something. I don't know whether I can late pledge it. If you're really interested, Hargrim, I will send Henry a message and see if I can send you a link to the late pledge manager or something, and see if they're even taking. Yeah, I can't find it. See if they're able to. They're gorgeous. They are really nice. They are really nice. Right, hang on. Let me find Henry. Where's Henry? Henry. Mr. Henry. Right, I've asked Henry Hargrim if he messages me back. I will stick it in. Are you in Discord? If you're in Discord, I'll tag you in Discord. Make sure everybody's in Discord. So yeah, hopefully he will reply and let me know. But yeah, these are. I really like the one that one. I really like that one as well. But that one's. It's a bit too. It's like honestly, it's a bit too much of a project for me. to kind of like I'd have to like give up a month kind of thing to paint that, and I haven't got that much time at the moment. So the little ones, he's a bit too angry for me. He's really cool. That's really cool. That's really cool as well. But yeah, I've got her and her bust, which is this one here. We'll do the non-metallic on her thing, and then there's that one as well, which is really nice. And then, like I say, that one as well got voted to add, which is awesome. Right, I'm going to go make a cup of tea really, really quick. Although it's 6:30. It's 6:30. Maybe I shouldn't go make a cup of tea. Maybe I shouldn't go make a cup of tea. Let's finish off the gold on all of these, and then I will. Have we done the gold on that one? Done the gold on that one. Excellent. Okay, so we're already 4 in, which is good. Yeah, if you reply, Targrim, I'll tag you in Discord. Do-do-do. What's everybody doing for the rest of the evening now? You got any cool evening plans, everybody? Doth we have any cool evening plans? Chris, I did a weird fix. If you have time, could you have a look at it? It's in the stream guide to see if it looks okay. Yeah, sure. After work, I'll go home and scribe some lines on my Gundam models to have them ready for painting. Nice, Alfred. I bet it'll look awesome, Avian. Can have a look in a sec. Give me a sec. Painting pigs, seeing what I can do in one evening. Oh, nice. Seeing how many you can get done. Discord. Crypt stream gallery. Oh, wow. Oh, everybody's done cool shit. Space Wolves, everything else. Amazing. Are these two dorky of a fix? Drilled the halves and pinned, then realised the wrong heads were attached. Then the pins broke in the holes, so I did small magnets. Oh, that's really clever. Oh, I like that, because then that matches that. So, what I would do with the magnets, get some because the paint doesn't stick to magnets very well. Get some super glue and get a pin and rub it around, because you've got the two magnets attached onto there. Hang on. So you got the 2 magnets attached. Get some super glue and get a pin or something really, really small that you're just going to throw away, and cover everything with super glue. Not like thick or anything. Just like get a little bit on your whatever you want to apply it with, and just rub super glue all around it so that it's got like a really thin film of super glue all over it, and then it'll dry, and then you can paint over the super glue, and then it won't chip. Because that's what I used to do. That's what I used to do when I was like magnetizing certain little bits. If you cover the magnets with super glue, then the paint doesn't rub off them. But that looks really cool, Avian. I like that idea. That's really clever. If you've got really thin super glue, that's even better. But just even if you've got like the regular stuff, just put a really thin coat. Just rub it all over it. Like if you use it almost like a brush. Just get something that's like a toothpick or something. Toothpick works really well actually. There you go. I'm always full of advice for you guys. I'm very helpful, I promise. Have you got permission from the farmer? Painting pigs. Right, last two, and then we're going to go and find somebody to raid. Find me somebody to raid. Find. There we go, last one. Oh no, the last one's over there. There we go. Last one. Who's online? Is anybody awesome on that we can raid? And if not, is there anybody not awesome on that we can raid? Huh? There we go, everybody. And that, we've got the cloth to do, and that's it. We're all finished then. Might be being done, but where do we put our legions list? I can see the stream chat section. Is that subs only? The stream gallery is sub only. You can put your legion list wherever you like. You can stick it in the general if you're not a sub. Just throw it in the general chat. But on stream, I only show the sub rooms. No stress, no worries. Yeah, I want to see what your list is. Definitely want to see what your list is. Oh, I thought that was Henry replying. It's not. Sorry, Hargrim. Zams, Matter, Brush, Epic Fuck, and Nikki. Oh dear. Thank you very much. Cheers, cheers, Mannerings. Lurks up and no worries. Matt Yee. Let's do a Matt Yee. Oh, Gallows on as well. Gallows painting Eldar. What's Matt painting? Matt's painting a pentagram. Zambies is painting Zeem. Fuck's sake. Ah! That colleague who calls me without even sending me a message to warn me. I hate that. Oh no. Right, I'm gonna send you over to Gallo, I think, because Gallo is painting a Zurman, which is looking rather cool. And he hasn't got many viewers as well, so we can help him out with that. Matt Yee does do oils. That is very true. Is it just Gallo paints? Is it Gallo fire paints? Can't remember now. No, shit, what's his name? There we go. Right, everybody, thank you very much. Take care. I hope you enjoyed watching me paint all of these up. They're looking rather spiffing. All the gold has been all finished off as well. So, yeah, they're looking... Look at that. So he needs his horn doing, and then we just need to put some highlights on the cloth, and then they're done. Right, have a good one, everybody. Take care, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for enjoying all the heresy lists and everything. And I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow.